from the Willie Nelson and Friends Museum Showcase in Nashville, Tennessee. It's Music is Funny. Musicians talking to comedians about music and comedy. With your hosts, Raelyn Nelson and Jonathan Bright.
Smoking, I'm so high, I keep toking, I'm drunk, but I'm still drinking too.
Welcome back to Music is Funny. I'm Raelyn Nelson.
And I'm Jonathan Bright, back with another ridiculous and unnecessary intro.
Well, let's get to it, shall we?
Let's.
Raelyn and JB. How's it going?
Pretty good. It's cold.
It is cold.
Yeah.
I taught yoga this morning, and Carl was there, and I fixed his golf swing. Have you tried the app Golf Fix? That's what he's recently
Golf Fix? No.
Yeah.
My golf swing is beautiful. It needs no improvement whatsoever.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Maybe we should both download Golf Fix and see what kind of yoga poses we should be doing to fix our golf swing, because apparently that's a thing.
Oh, I would imagine. I imagine yoga is pretty good for golf. But I am uninterested.
You're really uninterested? I thought you did some yoga just on your own, not really classes. No?
I stretch sometimes.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
So you do.
I do all the yoga without the nonsense of namaste,
Oh my gosh.
good feelings, energy, all that. I just like to stretch.
I have to. Okay, so listen, we got a call from a random person. I will not say their name, but we got a call. It was so funny. I have to play at least the last little bit of it for you. So Daisy answers the phone because I don't answer the phone. So this is Daisy on the phone with this lady. I'm going to go halfway through because it's like 30 seconds long. Check this out.
Balance. I could put my pants on standing up. One of the things is I don't want to get into all the meditation and peace, harmony, mindful awareness at all. Okay.
I love this lady. She nailed it. Now,
No peace, harmony.
Don't get me wrong.
Mindful awareness.
I don't have a problem
At all.
with people that are into that stuff. I think it's great. But, however, it seems like, and I just watched another one, every documentary I watch that involves some type of cultish behavior, they all resemble
That
yoga people. And they probably all did it. Like this last one I watched, Love Has Won. And it's about this chick that convinces people that she's Mother God.
the blue lady.
Yes. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard a lot about
It's
it.
fantastic. And again, I got nothing against yoga and mindfulness and
It's just
spirituality
stretching.
and everything. But, just give me the stretching.
I like that I feel strong. I feel like a badass after yoga. I really
Right.
do. I feel like I'm strong. I feel like you're moving every part of your body every day, which if you don't use it, you will lose it. So it's literally just that. It's a fitness thing for
sure.
me.
For you.
Yeah, so I'm not like trying to go
But
blue.
in the 70s when it was coming around, everybody said yoga was a cult anyway.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
hysterical.
yeah. I've gotten in fights with people who told me that I'm worshiping the sun.
Yeah, well,
S-U-N.
yeah, I get it.
That orb in the sky.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if you're worshiping something, I don't want to get into religion
Yeah, I mean,
in
this
here.
isn't where I meant to go with that.
But I'm just saying, if
I'm
you're
just saying we
worshiping
could
something
fix-
that you can see and it's there, and you're giving praise to nature or whatever,
I just want to
that
point
makes
out
as
that
much sense as
I brought it up in regards to fixing our golf swings.
Okay.
Not spirituality. You brought that up.
Anyway.
So clearly you're obsessed with it. Anyway, I did stand up on New Year's Eve.
Oh, you did? How'd it go? You haven't done stand-up in a while.
No,
You haven't done stand-up very much at all, actually.
I only do it when people ask me to. And
Which gig, how many stand-up times?
okay,
not counting
I
our
don't
shows.
know. Like I've done it at least 10 times at this point.
Really?
Yeah, I stopped counting after 10. However, I haven't done it since March at Zany's opening for Brian Callen.
Right.
And this time it was at Wine Down, which they're done. They shut down. No more Wine Down.
That was a small wine bar here in Nashville for people listening.
And it was actually a really cool spot. It's sad to see it go, and I feel like I won't see John and Amy anymore, but maybe I will. They were the ones who owned it. They own Nashville Jam Session in the Nashville airport.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that. If you're flying through Nashville, stop by. They
That's
got
where we'll see them.
stuff.
That's where we'll see them.
Anyway, how did the stand-up go?
Stand up, it was the most comfortable I've ever been. opened for Don Jameson, and
Love Don Jameson.
Yeah, he was funny. He's cool. His
metal show.
He added some more to his set. It was really good. And the other two guys that were there, Andre and whatever the other guy's name was, Dave or something like that. David.
Oh, yeah, sure.
D-name.
We'll go with Dave.
And but yeah, the most comfortable I've ever been. I flubbed one word. I flubbed the word college. It was like, and it was so
College?
obvious. Yeah, I don't know why. I guess it's just in the moment or something. But I definitely had to be like college after, so everyone knew. So that was a little embarrassing.
You know what's funny? I was just thinking about this. If you're like comedy and music, if you forget words, your own words in the middle of a song, you can either like sing the next
What
verse.
would make you think of that? I've never
You've done it many times. Or you can just scat, just throw out syllables. But if you forget your words in comedy, you just look like an idiot.
And it's not like I forgot it. I knew the word college was coming. I just
If you mispronounce college, you look like a bigger idiot almost, instead of just forgetting
Right.
it. Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm not
like
suggesting you're an idiot.
college.
I'm just saying you could have gotten away with that playing a gig and just gone college and then gone on to the next and nobody cares.
Slurred a little.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt. So you messed up college. I'm trying not to say curse words on this one too. It's
Did I
not going to
say it
last.
yet?
No.
Okay, we're doing good.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, did stand up. I only do it when people ask me to, which isn't very often. So, but here's to maybe doing it again. I don't know. Like I added new stuff.
Hey,
I felt really comfortable.
it's time to put out your
this
10-minute
time.
special.
Maybe we'll do that on the cruise. Do you think you could set up a camera and I'll just sneak in one night?
Set up a camera. Hell, I'll find a stage. Jeremy Tepper, hey, can we get 10 minutes on the stage?
And we'll
Randall's gonna
get-
do stand. You should do just opening for random bands throughout the thing. But then you might burn some of the jokes we might be telling him, or you might steal some
no,
of
I
my
won't.
jokes that we tell in our set and use them
would-
as your own.
I don't steal jokes.
We do crowd work in our set mainly.
You have helped me write some jokes that are in my set, though.
I'm pretty funny.
I mean, maybe like a half of one.
Easy. Well, congratulations on being back to a full-time stand-up comic
Yeah.
in 2024.
I'm a professional comedian
Yes.
in 2024.
And did you get paid?
Yes.
You are a professional comedian.
See?
At least semi-professional.
See?
See?
Okay, so, all right. For our segment, we have a segment we want to do. It's called Is Your Cub Wet? Which is that we have to tell the original stories.
Oh, we got a segment going on. That's
Yeah,
great.
it's a segment.
I know where this is going because I know that phrase.
Okay, so when we very first started the band, one of the first DMs we got was "Is your cub wet?" CUBT,
They
and
clearly misspelled another
word.
Yes.
And it was so funny to us. That one's the one that pops in our head, but we always
Might
thought,
have been the greatest DM of all time.
yeah. Now,
It's hard to pronounce, cubbed.
cubbed, yeah.
But
It's a little hard to pronounce, but it's kind of fun once you get it.
yeah,
Cubbed.
make a t-shirt.
Is your cup wet? Oh yeah, new podcast shirt. That's gonna
Yeah.
eventually we'll
All right,
have
we'll get
podcast
there, we'll get
merch,
there.
and that'll.
So anyway, along to the segment. So this was
So it's just weird DMs, right? And at one point we were like,
Excuse
we
me.
should make a coffee table book that has.
oh yeah, just screenshotting all the strange DMs and just be able to flip through.
And let's be clear, a lot of them are say hi to your grandpa for me.
A lot of them.
I want to smoke with your grandpa.
Yeah, tell your grandpa I said, hey, I met him in 1972. We're outside of the rodeo hall. My name's Jim. I'm sure he'll remember me because he was very nice to me.
You get it just
Heard it.
from adjacent.
I get it. I've heard it at shows. I just go, yeah, man, I'll tell him you said hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you do. And we do. We tell him. We call him after every show and we tell him exactly who wanted us to tell him hello. And he says hello back.
Yep. And remembers all of them.
Yeah, he remembers everything.
Praying like a
It's-
trap. Yeah.
It's the weed. It has to be the weed. So, okay.
So this segment
The
is
segment-
called Is Your Cup Wet?
Yeah, maybe we
Okay.
could come up with a little, is your cub wet?
I'll come up with a bumper at some
Yeah.
point.
Maybe we'll get that TikTok lady to say it.
Is your cup wet?
Is your cub wet? Okay, so a message I got, which is actually a text message,
All right.
not a DM, but I don't know who it's from.
Maybe we'll find out.
The
Maybe
number-
they're listening to this.
Maybe, which I'm really sorry
Don't read out the number.
about this happening. Okay. So let me explain to you that I'm basically stealing this from the Nikki Glazer podcast. I feel like it's okay because her and I are besties, but she is the one who originally brought to light the AI generated text messages, where if you're in your text messages, you know how it brings up words you can say.
Yeah.
So you just like tap them and it'll just come up with some AI will come up.
Wow.
Chat-GPT AI text generated. It'll just come up with something, right?
We'll get
So
to
that's how
we'll
I
get to Chat-GPT
responded.
later.
That's how I responded. You'll see how this is. See, it's all symbolic. It all comes full circle.
So can you?
So here's the message I got.
All
Okay.
right.
I'm just having sibling dinner. Excuse me.
Pardon me.
Sibling dinner with my brother and sister. And I get this message. It says, "Sleep tight, my friend. Go visit the dreamland and have a nice time with fairies."
That's not bad.
Not as creepy as "Is your cup wet?"
No.
But still a little weird. You know, like, what the fuck?
I don't know if it's creepy. I would say weird.
I didn't mean to say that. What the crap? Go visit the dreamland and have a nice time with fairies. Okay, so listen, don't judge me for my immediate response back because
So we don't know if this is male or female either.
I have no idea who
Okay.
this is. It's a 510 area code. Do you know what that is?
That's probably a female. They live in the
It
510.
sounds female.
Yeah. Anyway. Or non-binary.
So look, the next day I started my period. So please don't judge me for this
Jesus
first
Christ,
response.
where's the story going?
Who in the fuck is this and what the hell are you talking about? Fairies, for heaven's sakes? You might have to beep,
No,
beep.
there'll be no
some
beeps.
stuff out. So that was my original response. They responded
Wait,
with,
that was through AI.
no. That was just my original response, okay?
Oh, because you were on your period and you were feeling nasty.
So then I felt bad about it. And my sister, Anna B, Scoutface, she told me that it was a little aggressive.
She's been on the other end of some of your aggressive tweets and posts.
They respond with, "It looks like you forgot this best friend." So at this point, I decided to use the AI generated
Maybe it was
text.
Nikki Glazer.
Nikki, I'm so sorry.
God, I hope so.
Okay, so here was my AI generated response to it. You ready? The big lie was the most important thing in our lives today. That was the most powerful thing that happened in our lives in a short period came out, and I think it is a great idea that you have a great day today. I hope that we will get together soon. I hope you, and I love your mom. Sorry. I hope that you're feeling much better, and I hope that your mom and I are all...
Right. See, this is...
Hold on. I hope that your mom and I are all well. I hope you're feeling better soon.
Yeah, this is either... It sounds like AI. It sounds like a bad translation app from Chinese to English.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of AI taking over. It's not very good.
Okay, so I was thinking, what if I'm going to text Preach, our bass player. I'm just going to use the AI generated. So right now I am doing it. You see me doing it. I'm
Yeah.
just doing things. Let it go for a little bit. And then,
You're
you
tapping.
tell me when to stop.
Stop.
I'm going to keep going. You have to tell me when to stop. It didn't
Stop.
go very long. Okay. The first time we saw you was when had a baby in her arms. She had a little bit more than that in the first picture, but it wasn't too much trouble. She had to have it, and I was just.
Send it to him.
Okay.
We'll get a response.
We'll see what Preach says.
Well, I like this segment. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sure Preach will get back.
yeah, we'll see
find
what
out
Preach says when he
What
responds.
is today? Friday? Yeah, he'll get back quick.
It's a pretty fun game. Everybody's got iPhones probably.
I didn't even... excuse me. I wasn't aware that this even existed.
And you just press, there's three little boxes that come up. The middle one is the one that you would most likely say, I think. So that's a fun one to do. You can also do all three of them. And
Yeah.
yeah. But if you get a random message like that from me, you'll know what happened.
I mean, AI is like good magic acts sometimes. You know, I've heard some of the like AI generated, like the original AC/DC singer singing with the outro. Those are cool. It's fun. But I mean, people at
Did
this
it take
point,
you back where you're just like, it's just like he's saying it?
maybe it'll take over in 100 years or something, but it's not anywhere close right now. It can do dumb shit like send an email for you. I mean, dumb stuff.
Could it collab a song with
It can
us and
do
like Beyonce?
It can do all of that, but it's garbage. It spits out garbage. And I mean, if AI was really, if we got to the point where computers were taking over, can't you just unplug it or turn the electricity off when it gets out of hand? Firebomb the servers or whatever before it gets out of hand?
Yeah, you just turn the
Pour
electricity
water
off.
on it to take care of all that? You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. These are sometimes...
Just unplug it.
Yeah, these are things I think about in the shower sometimes.
Ironically, you can't have anything electrical in there.
Nope. Unless the machines were taking over, then pew, first thing in there. Although somebody much smarter than me said that humans are the sex organs of the machines. That's pretty wild. Like we're just here to produce the final machines that will end up taking over.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Part of evolution is going to be like the little monkey, and then gets gorilla, caveman, us, and then a laptop or a hard drive.
Little baby laptop.
Or the big computer. It'll start with a big computer, room full, and then the drawings will get slowly smaller and smaller and smaller until it's just an Intel chip.
Interesting. Do you
These
think
are things
that
I think about in the shower.
Do you think-
maybe that's a new segment? Things I think about in the shower.
things JB thinks about in the shower?
Along with this
I like
thought,
it.
I was thinking, people are worried about people being able to steal their like. What if the government wants to come down, or somebody wants to come down and go through your emails and find something or whatever? It's like, why would they even bother? They could just fake it.
Do you have a podcast going while you're doing this, or you're just in the shower?
In my head. It's the greatest podcast never heard.
No, I'm serious. Like, you're not listening to any music or anything. It's just
I don't listen to anything in the shower.
just the water, and you're
Unless
just,
there's a football game
it's just
on.
you
I
and
got to
the
get a
water.
quick shower in and want to keep up with it. But other than that,
So you'll keep the football game on.
on the radio.
Yeah. So when that here's my question: when you have something going on, you're kind of listening, kind of doing the routine. Do you still have these thoughts? Does your brain go from the football
Oh, yeah.
game?
That's where my brain. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'm
Same.
like, wow, how long have I been in the shower?
I have to
And I just
rewind the
gotta wait.
podcast.
It's still warm water coming out, so it hasn't been that long.
Yeah.
But anyway, things I think about in the shower.
I have another segment for you. This is random questions that I ask you that I could just Google.
Okay.
Why does the word grill have an E on it sometimes?
I'm guessing it's like an Old English translation, like they spell color different, and
So if I told you, hey, come over, we're going to grill out.
there's no. Oh, maybe it's the difference of this. Maybe a grill with an E is a restaurant, bar and grill.
So what does the E on the end make it? Why does that make it a place? And the grill, the other one without
Yeah,
the E?
the no E is what you have inside the grill.
But it's also a verb because you can grill something.
Yeah, I can go back and forth.
And you don't stove something.
But I've never seen anybody use grill like I'm grilling out with an E. Although if you were saying grilling, you'd drop the E
I'm
for the
grilling
ing.
out with an E.
But yeah, I think it's.
That actually sounded really cool.
I'm guessing it's.
It did. It sounded really cool. I'm grilling out with an E.
Yeah.
We should probably start that whenever you're grilling.
So do you have the answer to these? Did you Google them to see if I was correct?
No, I'm
well,
not going to Google it. That's part of
Put
the
in the
segment.
comments. Tell me if I'm right or wrong.
You're supposed to I'm just asking you for
Oh,
your
yeah.
wise
Well,
knowledge.
I'm gonna have an answer.
You're
for
a
whatever you
natural
ask me.
born athlete. I thought you would know.
Okay.
NBA.
Grill.
So thank you for answering that question for me. Okay. Here's another thing I have for you.
We need
It's
some
been-
sponsors for these segments if we're gonna have all these segments.
It's been going around on TikTok, this list that black people made about white people and things that we say.
This should be good.
Ready? White people love saying, well, I'll be sure to stay off the road when someone gets their driver's license.
That's accurate.
I know, I'm guilty of a lot of these.
Pretty accurate.
White people love saying, well, I loosened it up for you after asking someone to help open a jar and
Yeah.
they open it with ease.
I feel like these might just be white dads so far. You could even narrow it down even more.
Okay. White people love saying, oh, these are dangerous after trying a new snack.
God, yeah, they're nailing it.
White people love turning in for the night.
That's kind of old. I mean, what are we in 1940?
This is another one along the lines of the snack. Love saying, get these away from me after eating a few chips.
Yeah, yeah. We have such square sayings.
I didn't relate to this one, but this is funny. One leaf falls. White people. Well, stick a pumpkin up my ass and call me spooky. It's almost Halloween.
I've never heard that, but I will try and incorporate
still
that.
funny.
Yeah, that's good shit.
On unfinished meals, white people love saying, I'm still nibbling on it when the waitress tries to take their plate.
It's
And I do
hysterical.
that. I do that. This one Raelyn, which I thought was a super cool way to write Raelyn. They just add a little D. This girl named @Raelyn. White people love to say, "We came at the right time," when the line gets really long behind them in a restaurant.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
White people love saying, "Now let's do a silly one" during a group picture.
That's white women there.
White people love saying, "It's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity."
Okay, as we're going through these, you got to pick white woman or white man.
Okay. It's not the heat. That's a man thing.
Yeah.
I've heard so many guys say that. It's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity. Boys love talking about humidity. Especially if you go to Florida, they love, it's like their favorite thing to talk about to every new person that they see there. If you're talking and having a conversation, there is something about the humidity being said.
And what do they love to talk about to people not from there? People from Colorado.
Altitude. And that'll
Love to
get
talk
you.
about- It will get you. So will the humidity.
Your hair looks good with good humidity, though, with like high humidity.
Yeah, it's better in lower altitudes and high humidity.
I almost got sick in that altitude one.
Yeah, it made us woozy.
I had to sit in the
Are
car.
we done with this?
Nope. White people love saying knock knock out loud instead of knocking.
That seems like white males.
They love saying, "What's the damage?" when getting the check.
Getting the bill. That's definitely white males.
White people love to use the bathroom before leaving a restaurant and come out shaking their hands dry saying, "Ready to rock and roll."
I've never heard that, but that is pretty funny. That's white males.
No, we're not going to say that one. White people love saying, "Not getting far without these," when coming back for their keys.
Yeah. These are good. What was this on TikTok?
Yeah, it was going around on TikTok. When you ask a white person how's it going and they say it's going, that's how you know they're really going through it. On physical activity, there's my cardio for the day after walking up a flight of stairs. White people love apologizing when they swear in front of people.
Okay. These white people are getting boring.
White people love saying "in" as in Nancy.
Yeah, that's true. That's good. Everybody says that. Except for maybe some of the people in the deep south.
They might use a different one.
Anyway.
White people love saying, "What are you doing back there, killing the chicken?" when food is taking too long.
Yeah, I've never heard that.
Me either. And that's it. That's the last one. I'm sorry it has to end with an old one. Hey, maybe...
Speaking of food, that just reminded me of a saying my uncle used to say. He probably still says it. But if I can remember my father ordering a steak, very rare. And my uncle looks at him and goes, I've seen things hurt worse. I've seen things
It
hurt
sucks, doesn't
worse
it?
than that and live. Which is pretty funny.
Hurt worse than that?
Yeah, there's a...
Oh, blood.
Just because it's
'Cause it's
so
dead.
not cooked
Yeah.
that he's seen things injured as badly as this piece of meat and lived through it. Anyway.
You want to try more? You really flood the line, and I feel you.
I've seen
Imagine
things
doing
hurt
that in
worse
front of-
than that and live. Put it into your lexicon. It's a good line. Moving on.
Oh, well. That was fun, right, though?
Yeah.
Weren't they good?
2 new segments.
3. You had
You're
the one...
really going to just snap that microphone cable, aren't you? Just pinched at the bottom.
If you
Hopefully
want me
it's
to.
working.
All right. Let me look here. Okay, so I think another segment that we should have is what to watch, because you and I watch a lot of oh, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But it falls if I don't have it
Yeah,
like
but
that.
you can just loosen that down there so it doesn't twist so hard. I'll edit this out.
Okay, so you and I watch. You don't
Hopefully
have
it's
to edit
working.
this out. I can keep going. I'm really good at this. So, you and I watch a lot of comedy podcasts, and I was thinking we should maybe just tell people where to go, what to watch. Or it doesn't even have to be a comedy, but we just watch a lot of that. And I was just going to tell everyone that this week's episode of Your Mom's House on YouTube, that I watch on YouTube, you can watch it or listen to it anywhere. You probably want to watch this part though, and there's a clip of it.
There's a clip of it.
It's good. And so go check out the clips of your mom's house from this last week. It's a really good episode, and I laughed out loud.
The clip's called something about the most hated person on TikTok or something.
Or Instagram, maybe.
I think they say TikTok in the thumbnail.
Yeah, it's really funny.
It is hilarious
It was
when they
good.
get to laughing.
Something you turned me on to was the Dave Chappelle special. I didn't even know that he had one.
He just puts them out. Just all of a sudden it'll pop up on Netflix like bang.
And doesn't
Dave
tell
Chappelle.
anyone. That's so cool.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have to at this point. All these people are like, get off social media. I'm like, you don't have to do it anymore.
Well, I haven't finished it because I fell asleep,
I haven't finished it either
but
because I took a shower and then I got distracted.
with all those
Yeah,
grand
a lot of
ideas.
thoughts. We'll save that for the next segment, next week.
So, yeah, Dave Chappelle special, what I watched of it, super funny. I'm going to finish it. That's a good one to watch. And then Viv's in her documentary era. So we've been watching a lot of docs. You talked about Love is One.
Yeah, Love has won.
Whatever. Blue Lady. And her and I have been watching The Curious Case of Natalia Grace.
I haven't seen that one.
Do you remember last year when 2023, in March-ish, I guess is when it was. I only know
Last
that
year
because
was
I've recently...
so long ago. I can't remember.
I understand. I only know that it was March of 2023 because I just watched the doc. But that's when it went out on media that a couple had adopted a girl that might have been an adult. Do you remember this?
Oh, yeah.
So I remembered it kind of being in the zeitgeist of things where maybe like they talked about it on some podcasts or...
I forget where I heard, but I
about
remember
it.
that whole thing.
So that's what this documentary is about.
That should be good.
And it's just...
Be trippy.
Yeah, it's creepy, it's weird, it's really long, and the dad is super dramatic and theatrical, and he weirds me out. And I want you to watch it just so you can see his...
Yeah, you have to text me the name of it. I'll forget it by the time.
The Curious Case of Natalia Grace is what it's called. Y'all check that out. Tell me what you think about it. It's scary because I can't figure out who's lying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they had dental records that prove her age.
She was old, right?
No. So they abandoned a little girl in an apartment on her own when she was 8 or 9 years old, accusing her of being an adult serial killer. And it's...
Did they adopt her?
Like...
I can't remember this. They adopted this girl.
And she had dwarfism.
All right, yeah.
And when they adopted her, she was like 6.
Well, stop. You don't want to give the whole thing
She was
away.
6. And things happened that you're going to want to watch the documentary about. I will say, I wish there was a documentary that shortened the documentary because it's a lot of repetition.
There probably is.
But
Type the girl's name in on YouTube. There's probably a 10-minute documentary on that.
yeah, but I mean, all boils down to, I think when you look at it, dental records prove how many baby teeth she had at that age. It proved that she was a child. And it's just really messed up what happened to her. And then it shows her telling her side of the story, them telling their side of the story first. Except for the mom. She's not in it. At least not yet. I still haven't even finished it. It's like 2 seasons. Anyway, I think everyone should get into that because it's just weird. And I don't know. It gives me like it's strange because I couldn't figure out who was lying. But obviously, dental records can't lie.
That's true. But the people looking at dental records could lie.
But then I heard on a podcast I listened to that they thought that, do you think for the docuseries they flubbed things?
Here's you got to remember about documentaries. While they are shooting real life stuff, they all have a slant and a bent to them.
There's no...
Like the Making of a Murderer thing. You watched that.
I didn't. I should, because I remember everyone talking about it.
Well, you watch the whole thing, you're like, man, I think this guy got screwed. I think this, that. Then I've seen like 2 or 3 new things that have come out. I forget who put them out. And he was a bad guy. And it's like,
Really?
Yeah, from the documentary, everybody, even me included, I was like, man, this guy got shafted. But then by the end, I was like, I don't know. It seems a little fishy. Another documentary, Kui starts digging in. It's like 2 different documentaries.
So it just...
You got to take everything with a grain of salt. It's the director's view of whatever. They try to make them interesting as they can, so I love them. But, you know,
Well, Viv's in her era.
I never got out of mine.
Yeah, I guess now is the grand old time to talk about our new video, Sick. I mean, we're going to pull it up here and kind of walk through it.
Yes.
So maybe if you're listening, you're not really, or not watching on YouTube and you're just listening to the podcast, you might want to turn it off now and just
you
go
might
to
wanna
YouTube
listen.
later. If you're just wanting to like have something going on in the background while you're doing things and you can tune this part out, great. Just listen to us talk.
But yeah, we always, from the get-go, have made our own videos. And with absolutely no training whatsoever. I remember we had an idea for the very first video we wanted to do, so we just got a GoPro.
JB has one technique. You can see it a lot in the video Daddy's Grave.
It's the only time I've used that technique.
Well, you used it 100.
Well, yeah, it was nice.
57 times.
The camera stuff was great.
Where you make it foggy and zoom in. And
Yeah,
then
blurry, and then, yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of
aperture,
that.
whatever.
That-
But anyway, we have no training in actually putting together a video. So we just got, to start with, we got GoPro and
GoPro.
Premiere Pro. And I started watching YouTube videos on how to make a split screen video. And we've just progressed from there.
Yep.
We have added.
I'm proud of our videos.
I think they're all great. I'm just saying that we've done everything by ourselves with all these, except for we've added Sam, who's got a nice fancy camera.
Samra.
Yep. So instead of having to use our iPhone or the GoPro or whatever, we'll get Sam to come over and film, which is
Samra.
great because Sam, professional, he knows how to get good shots. But when it comes to directing, it's us. And he's like, so what
We
are we
just tell
doing?
him
We're
what
like,
to
I don't know. We're going to do this, try this. He's trying to get a grasp on it. I'm like, yeah, we hadn't really thought that far through. We're going to start with this. I think he has fun every time he does it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have to edit any of it. He just passes over the stuff at the end. He's like, all right, tell me what it looks like when you're done.
Basically, we figure it out as we go. We have a general idea. And then sometimes the ideas change. So with our new video for
me.
Sick,
We had a whole nother idea. We'll save it in case we ever use it in the past. But it took, we're going to have
wait,
extras.
if we ever use it in the past,
I mean, yeah, that
can't
was
let
terrible.
that slide.
We
I don't
can't.
know. Like, no, we can't. We can't use that because the lemons go with Sick. I'm sorry. We can't use it. It's a terrible idea anyway.
I think it's a great idea. Anyway, it was going to require
Eliminate
extra people.
stand.
Eliminate stand.
And a lot of people.
Extras.
Also, who cares? Like,
What
100
extras
people.
have-
If we use it again, they'll just know that it's happening.
What extras have we used?
Like, think of
It's just Scout, your sister, and your kids. Is that it? For extras?
Shannon for Mason.
Oh,
Jar.
yes. Shannon. So we've had.
Yeah, you and I were the other people in our Mason Jar video. We just put wigs and hats on.
If you haven't seen the Mason Jar video, go see that. Raelyn will be the blonde, and I will be the guy in the cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Your kids were in a bunch. Almost all of them when we
I know,
started
and
off
then
with.
they just got.
Well, they were kids, and they were funny. Now they're teenagers. And they're like,
yeah,
I'm
they're
doing
not that
This
funny
is
anymore.
Cringe. As
Viv's
they like
funny.
to tell us. She's
the boys
funny,
are
but
funny, but not.
they don't want to do that kind of stuff. We're old people making videos, and they don't want any part of it.
Yeah.
But we've
Or
come up with the
cringe.
ideas, and then we try to make them. Once we got rid of the extras video idea because we're like, damn, this is going to take a lot, and we might have to actually spend money on it. We don't want to do that. We were trying to figure out what to do, and I was like, and now this fancy.
We were sitting around getting high trying to figure out what to do, and you were like, I wonder what Chat-GPT would say. And then you did it, and it was funny. And we're like, well, let's try to do what it says. So then,
Yeah, we literally were reading down, going, "This is some of the silliest stuff I've ever seen." Maybe we just make the video and do what it says, and then we're like, "But if we just make the video without
It's
telling
so
people
stupid.
it's AI,
it's not Raelyn Nelson
Chat-
Band.
yeah.
You would understand. If you watch the video, you'll understand because the way we did it.
so we incorporated showing as the video is going along that we were actually following along to the script.
I feel like
written by
our fans would have been
Chat-GPT.
like, if we had just did what it said and didn't say it, then they would be like, what is going on?
Yeah, this is not.
This
it's
isn't
kind
a-
of dumb. It's kind of corny.
Great video.
It's like the one we
guys.
did for Sweetwater, where we were mocking the 90s or 2000s country
Yes.
stars like Florida Georgia Line and all those guys. And some guy hit us on the website and was like, sellouts or
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, maybe you should watch it again. He's like, oh, I get it now. You're poking fun. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
upset. Thought we sold out. But anyway, we typed in Chat-GPT, will you please write us a treatment for the new Raelyn Nelson Band video single? Sick. Go. And it spit it out. So we just set up a green screen in the yoga studio, got Sam over, and
we put up a lot of green screens in the yoga studio.
Probably
one in
more
the
than
back,
we needed to.
one on the right, one on the left, on the floor.
Yes, probably more than we needed to. And then Sam shows up. He's like, what are we doing? And we just kind of showed him a thing. He's like, okay. So
are we going to go through it? What is the
yeah,
deal?
we're going to try. We've got the think of this setup where we can go to a video reaction setup here with the computer. Let's see. And again, if you're following along, just listening, this might get boring.
You might
but
not
it
want to
might
do
not.
that.
Let's see.
Switching the mode.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we start?
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's start the video.
We asked Chat-GPT to write our music video. This is what happened.
Clearly the voice from TikTok we stole. This is the actual typing in of...
Yeah, this is JB typing it in.
You can watch it up there.
I love that you use treatment.
All right. Opening shot.
Only Jonathan
Video
Bright
starts
uses
with
that.
A close-up of Raelyn Nelson.
Video
Face expressing
treatment.
A mix of emotions, vulnerability,
Yes, so
and
we-
determination. You got
And let me tell you,
it. And
So we tried to figure out a way to incorporate all the prompts in there so everybody would know what we were doing. And action.
I was going to say something stupid.
Glad you didn't.
I think I did pretty good here.
There's the green screen. Yeah, you did
This is
good because
my
I told you what to
favorite
do.
It might work. Music to heal.
Right there, we were already like, okay.
Raelyn is shown in a surreal, otherworldly landscape filled with abstract imagery. I missed it.
There you are, abstract. So all of these, like when the prompt would say, we surreal background imagery, I would literally type that into YouTube, the exact prompts, and whatever it spit out, I would just put into the background on top
I
of the
didn't
green
even know
screen.
that. That's
yeah,
funny.
literally following it note for note back into it.
I just thought you did good. Yeah, Music to Heal is just super cringe.
Yeah. And we shot a completely different day with the band. We just mimed along to the song in the yoga studio.
And
But
then
yeah, abstract imagery, vibrant colors is what I typed in, and that's what it gave me.
And there were about 5 places where I had crazy eyes that I made you take out.
This is true.
And they were right around here.
Yes.
But they're not there anymore. Misty
There you can
Forest.
see the green screen setup we had going.
And, by the way, had a smoke machine, haze machine.
That you couldn't even see. It didn't do
Couldn't
any
see it.
job. It was a waste of time.
Except you could see it when we were in here. It was a lot. As you can see, he incorporated lemons in the background.
That was going to be the original, but oh, just stop here.
I really like how it has us in the background doing the same thing too. That's neat.
That's genius on my part.
It really is.
But the reason the lemons are in the video is because we were going to do the original idea, which had a lot to do with lemons. So Raelyn took pictures of herself posing naked with lemons all over top of her.
I wasn't actually naked, but it did look like that.
And then we put lemons on everything. And then we're like, oh, we're not going to do that. I mean, we're going to set up the whole release around lemons. And we're like, you know what? We're not going to be doing lemons anymore. So I just incorporated the lemons into this.
Yeah, we had to put it in there somehow, and that's how it came.
Yeah, I think it works. And we shot all this band stuff on a different day with the fellas. They had no idea. Yeah, we didn't
even really know exactly how everything else was going to go down.
We didn't
the
even
day
know we were
did
doing the
this.
Chat-GPT thing when we shot this. We were just shooting action shots for whatever we did.
Yep.
Anyway, back to the show.
Because we did have a plan to maybe do this slow fast thing, which we still may do. We shouldn't
It's
talk
still
about that
kind
one.
of in there, but not
Yeah.
as much. Okay, back to it.
Everybody's gonna find out that you're sick. Infected everybody, you're sick.
The flashback.
The bullying.
Did you ever get your books
House
knocked out
fire.
of your hand at school? Oh, you were
Yeah.
homeschooled.
There was a picture of it. You got it.
Oh, that's right.
On video.
It does look like you.
You're sick.
This one cracks me up. Your power pose at the very end.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
You're sick. And we're getting kinda sick of it.
It's so good.
All right, at this point, you can't read it because we're the thing, on screen. But you're supposed to have a battle in your dream world with an antagonist,
Okay.
symbolic antagonist.
So when we decided we were going to do this, I wanted to use the Jabberwocky scenes from Alice in Wonderland, the real life version of 1985 version.
yeah, so we're thinking about ways to green screen you in on top of those kind of scenes.
But that did not.
And it wasn't going to work. I
Work
couldn't
out.
find any good scenes. So we were going back and forth on,
But turns out we had a dinosaur costume in
it's
the
like,
yoga studio.
how do we need a symbolic antagonist. And then Raelyn finds a dinosaur costume.
And I'm like, it kind of looks like the Jabberwocky. I mean, not really, but kind of. It could be that. I was down. I was okay with compromising with this. And so JB puts the dinosaur suit
Yeah.
on, and he's the antagonist.
Yes. So in your dream world, do you dream about
I dream
dinosaurs?
about fighting you all the time.
Dinosaurs? No, you
Yes,
dream
you-
about,
I dream about you as a dinosaur and me kicking your ass.
but never coming out victorious. Double speed.
Yeah, you
Film.
can see it. This is where we find the dinosaur. Yeah, we really nailed that part.
Yes, it's good stuff.
I keep forgetting to bring the whistle to practice. There you are.
I do some great stunt work in.
You jumped from a really tall
Yeah.
building.
It was so hot in that dinosaur outfit. And you actually,
I just fucking punched
you
you.
hit me in the back of the head in that.
I
Maybe we
did,
should
I
roll
really-
that back.
Yeah. I didn't mean to. So, but you know what? All the times we did it when I wasn't actually hitting you
Yeah.
were shitty.
Well, you hit me. My head is lower than the dinosaur. Bang! That was right in the back of my head.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm so sorry.
It's bullshit. Karate Kid. Oh, Nut Shot, which always is in the video.
Hilarious. Always funny. I'm stronger and more empowered.
I typed in serene, natural setting.
Here it is. Go.
Oh, serene.
It's so serene. Serene Lynn Nelson.
Dance moves.
That's so good.
Probably my idea. Breakdancing, dinosaur.
So good. So good.
You're sick.
I'm not sure if I nailed self-assuredness, but
Well, the thing about it is, all right, sick, ladies and gentlemen.
wait,
Gotta get the credits.
it's not done yet. Of course, the bird sounds, because there's always
Always.
the bird sounds. See?
C is the new fiend.
I'm proud of it. I like it. I think
Yeah.
it's silly and fun.
I think it was good. I mean, it shows you how lame Chat-GPT is as far as
Yeah.
creativity goes.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to punch up an email or something, perfect. But yeah,
If you want to create a fake website,
they have programs that will just make a video for you, but it's of stock footage and stuff. They're really awful.
That's what we should have done for the lyric video.
Well, I was thinking about that for this. I'm like, maybe I won't have to do anything for this video. But no.
Well, maybe we'll do that for the lyric video of the next one.
What do you think about this? Somebody else is going to steal this idea from me. What if we take some of our songs, we find one of those music generators that you can feed in lyrics and it'll generate a song for you? What if we take our songs? We're going to have to do all of them. We do 3 or 4 like Sick, AI's version. The Moon Song, AI's version.
And just see what they change it?
And just put them out. Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
We put in the words. And
but not the song.
No.
The melody.
They do this melody, they do the voice, they do the instrumentation.
But wouldn't they just find it? Because our songs are on the internet.
These programs don't do that.
And just see what they
create.
would.
Yeah. There's used to be a thing way back in probably the 80s and 90s. They called them song poems. And people would send in lyrics and like $200. And then somebody would sit down with those lyrics. Make a song and send it back to them.
We could do that.
Well, I wanted to do it. It was still around in the 90s because my old band, Vajantis, I wanted to do that when we put out a record. I was like, we should send the lyrics to all these to different song poem companies and put out a double record, one our songs, and the second the same songs, but by good. Yeah, but we didn't get around to it.
Well, it's
a great documentary on that too. I'll remember it for next time. I can't remember the name of it.
Now, I forgot what I was going to say.
AI's version. I think it's not bad. I'm looking at ways to not have to do anything to maybe make some money.
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah.
Maybe so we get them to write the song because nowadays they want you to do an alternative version of your song to release like 4 weeks after you release that one. Maybe the AI version is the alternative one.
Yeah.
But we have to be very clear.
But they're all
AI
alternative
came out
versions.
with this alternative.
Taylor's versions are alternative versions. We just have AI's version.
No, do you understand what I mean, though? Because it's...
Yeah. Well, we're going to have...
like the new thing, if you watch on YouTube and the new thing is to put out your song and then to have an alternate version. I didn't mean alternative. Alternate. I used the wrong word.
Yeah.
Seems to be a theme for today.
It's basically AI covering us, but differently. It's like maybe we should start a cover band. Call ourselves AI.
Lame.
We take famous songs' lyrics and we rewrite them with different melodies, and then we just list them as to, knocking on heaven's door. And same lyrics. We rewrite the song completely.
What about like Happy Birthday?
Well, that's public domain. That'd be even easier.
I wonder how they would rewrite Happy Birthday. Or Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star.
Or A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same.
You get a line, I get a pole.
Anyway, we got to think about this AI stuff before next time. I mean, we already dipped our toes into it with this. It's the wave of the future, ladies and gentlemen. That's what everybody tells me.
It is fun to play with. Why not?
Yeah, it's goofy. It's like a toy.
A toy and a tool.
Yeah. And it wrote our treatment for our music video. So, yeah, if you go check out the video on YouTube.
And also, hey, Patreon. We are gearing up the Patreon again, gearing it up.
Yeah.
What do you do? Turning the ignition on?
Our words are bad today.
We
got to cuss more is a problem. We haven't cussed that much.
It all started when I couldn't say college on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And I just haven't been good at it since. But we will be posting a lot on Patreon if you're interested in more stuff. Maybe I'll do some solo podcasts, just me. And maybe I'll...
Well, maybe I'll do some solo podcasts, just me.
No, I don't want you to do that. Yeah.
Oh, and you can...
Enjoy your groceries.
I know your mom's name.
Don't be an asshole. Did we cheers yet?
Enjoy your cigarettes.
I just wanted to interrupt you. What were you going to say?
That was good. I don't know. I think I was going to say something about, the Facebook giveaway. But
let's keep this in. So we're gonna do a Facebook giveaway. So if you would like to go to Facebook and share our video, we will be giving away a $100 Amazon gift card a $50 Apple Music card, and a bunch of other stuff that's like signed merch from our things.
Yeah, just go to our Facebook Raelyn Nelson Band page, and there, wherever the video link is, all that information will be there and just tell you how you can enter to win. It's going to be good.
Do it. Share it. Help us out. We don't have anybody else but you, and we appreciate all of your support and all of your help. And thanks for tuning in. And
Enjoy your groceries.
Don't be an asshole.
I know your mama's name.
Did we cheers yet?
Enjoy your cigarettes.